February 12th, 2024, 2:42 a.m., North Point, Barbados. Alara's bare feet, red clay staining her skin, wind screaming, then salt spray burning her eyes. 40 feet below, black Atlantic water, jagged coral, death. Behind her, Julian Thorne, the man she flew 5,000 miles to marry, tire iron in his hand, eyes dead. Cold. You answered the phone, Ilara. His voice cuts through the wind. You weren't supposed to answer the fucking phone. She can't run, cliff edge, nowhere to go. Her phone, still in her pocket, still connected, still recording. 5 women on the group call, 5 baby mamas, 11 children between them, all listening to this, all hearing her die. Welcome to True Crime Ledger. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share for more true crime stories. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment. And this is what happens when you discover the man you love has 5 baby mamas, 11 kids, and owes a Trinidadian loan shark $100,000. And the deadline? Yesterday. To understand how Ilara ended up at this cliff, we need to go back 6 months. Back to Seattle. Back to when she thought she'd found her soulmate. She hadn't. She'd found a predator. August 2023, Seattle, Washington. Ilara Vance, 36 years old, forensic accountant, divorced 3 years, good at finding fraud in spreadsheets, terrible at spotting it in men. Her apartment, sterile, expensive, empty. Her life, work, gym, sleep, repeat. No one waiting at home. No one texting goodnight. Just gray Seattle rain and silence. August 14th, 2023, 11:47 p.m. She downloaded the dating app. Connect hearts, high-end, global professionals, last resort. She swiped. Doctors, lawyers, tech bros, all looking past her. Then, Julian Thorne, British, property developer, Barbados-based, building eco-villas for the ultra-wealthy. His photos, construction sites, hard hat selfies, sunset beaches. His bio, looking for someone who values substance over surface. Distance doesn't scare me if the connection is real. She swiped right. The match, August 15th, 2023, 7:23 a.m. His first message. Good morning, Ilara. Tell me something true about yourself. Not your job, not your accomplishments. Something real. She stared at her phone. When was the last time someone asked her something real? She typed. I'm terrified I'll be alone forever. His response came instantly. Me too. Let's be terrified together. Good morning texts every single day, late night calls, hours long, video chats, him at his desk, camera angled to show face and shoulders only. Sorry about the lighting, love, I'm on site. The Wi-Fi's terrible out here. Ilara didn't care. She loved his voice, British accent, smooth, confident. She loved his attention, constant, focused, intoxicating. She loved how he listened, really listened. For the first time in years, someone saw her. Late night call. Julian's voice tight, stressed. Ilara, I need to tell you something. I'm embarrassed. What's wrong? Italian marble shipment, stuck in Bridgetown Customs, corrupt officials demanding $5,000 to release it. Without it, the project delays. I lose the contract. Silence. I wouldn't ask, but my accounts are tied up in the build. I'll have it back to you in 3 days. I understand if... I'll send it. Ilara, I trust you. She wired $5,000 that night. $5,000 deposited. Plus $200. For your faith in me, Julian texted. I'll never forget it. Trust. Established. The long con. In motion. Video call. Both drinking wine. Vulnerable. Ilara told him about her mother. Cancer 2 years ago. The inheritance she didn't want. $400,000 sitting in an account she couldn't touch. Blood money, she called it. Julian's face softened. I'm so sorry for your loss, darling. But Ilara missed it. The micro-expression, the pupils dilating, the calculation. She wasn't a girlfriend anymore. She was a target, high value, worth the effort. Julian started talking future, marriage, children, building something real. "Come to Barbados," he said one night. "Meet me 1 week. Let me show you paradise. Let me prove this is real." Alara's heart pounded. 8 months of phone calls, 8 months of falling in love with a voice. Time to make it real. "When?" "February. I'll have the villa finished. We'll have privacy, just us." She booked the flight that night, February 9th, 2024, $2,400, non-refundable. What Alara didn't know, Julian Thorne had 5 women sending him money. 5 women who believed they were the only one, 5 women with his children. Maria, Barbados, 3 kids, sending $800 monthly. Sarah, London, 2 kids, sending $500 monthly. Jessica, Toronto, pregnant, just wired $10,000 for emergency surgery, plus 2 more in St. Philip and Christchurch. Another 6 kids, 11 children total. 5 baby mamas, 1 inheritance he needed to steal, and 1 Trinidadian loan shark who wanted $100,000 by February 14th. Or Julian Thorne would disappear. Permanently. February 9th, 2024. 2:34 p.m. Grantley Adams International Airport. Alara cleared customs. Humid air hit her like a wall, heart hammering. Palms sweating. This was it. 8 months of waiting. She walked through arrivals, scanned the crowd. Then she saw him, Julian Thorne, real, solid, handsome. He smiled. She ran. He caught her, kissed her. "You're here," he whispered. "You're finally here." Alara didn't see it yet. The nervous glance at his phone, the sweat on his forehead, the tightness in his jaw. She was too happy to notice. 3:12 p.m. The parking lot. Julian led her to his car. Not a Range Rover. A rusted Toyota sedan, dented bumper, cracked windshield. "Sorry about the ride," Julian said quickly. "The truck's hauling materials. This is the work car." Alara forced a smile. It's fine. Don't be shallow." 3:47 p.m. The drive. They headed east, away from the pristine west coast, away from the luxury hotels, into the interior. Sugarcane fields, narrow roads, dense vegetation. "Where are we going?" "St. John's Parish. I rented us a historic plantation house. Private, romantic, just us." Alara looked out the window. No hotels, no restaurants, no people. Just jungle and isolation. 4:23 p.m. The house. Dilapidated, paint peeling, roof sagging. Not a romantic villa, a trap. "It's being renovated," Julian said, defensive. "More authentic this way, real Barbados." Alara's stomach dropped. But she'd flown 5,000 miles, spent 2,400. She couldn't turn back now. Night 1, 9:47 p.m. Julian showered. Alara sat on the bed, trying to convince herself this was normal. Then his phone vibrated, on the floor, buzzing, nonstop. She glanced. Lock screen lit up. Maria, need diapers money. Sarah, school fees due tomorrow. Jessica, urgent call me. Loan shark, TNT, Friday or else. Alara's blood went cold. Who the fuck was Maria? Julian came out of the shower, saw her staring at his phone. His face changed, just for a second. Then the smile returned. Work drama, contractors always need something. He grabbed the phone, turned it off. Alara said nothing, but the seed was planted. February 11th, 2024, 10:30 a.m. Julian left. Site inspection back in 3 hours. He kissed her, too hard, too long, like he knew something she didn't. The door closed. Alara waited 5 minutes, then she moved. His iPad on the nightstand, password 1982, his birth year, same code he used for the gate, for the burner phone she'd seen. Men are predictable. She typed it in. It unlocked. What she found folders, each labeled with a woman's name. Maria. Barbados photos. 3 children. His eyes. His smile. Text threads. I need money for school uniforms. The baby is sick. Transfers $800 every month for 3 years. Sarah, London photos. 2 children, mixed race, beautiful. Text threads, when are you coming home? The kids miss their daddy, transfers, 500 month. She thought he was MI6, undercover, classified. Jessica, Toronto photo, pregnant, 23 years old, student, transfer $10,000, 2 days ago. Emergency surgery. He'd faked a medical crisis, plus 2 more folders, Christchurch, St. Philip, 6 more kids, and 1 more folder, Ilara, Seattle. Her stomach dropped. She opened it, photos of her, screenshots of her bank statements, a document titled Revenue Projection 400K. Below that, timeline, Feb 9 to 16, isolation complete, transfer by Feb 14, exit strategy, loan shark payoff, plus disappear. She wasn't his girlfriend. She was a job, a high-value target, 11:47 a.m. Ilara didn't cry, didn't scream, she got angry. She opened his messaging app, found Maria, Sarah, Jessica, started a group video call. 3 faces appeared, confused. Who are you? Maria asked, Bajan accent, tired eyes. I'm Ilara, Julian's fiancé. Who are you? Sarah's face went white. British, nurse scrubs. I'm his wife. We have 2 children. Jessica, young, pregnant. He's my baby's father. We're engaged. Silence, then chaos. Voices overlapping. When did he propose to you? August 2023? He proposed to me in June. He married me in 2019. 5 minutes. The timeline assembled itself. The business trips to London, visits to Sarah, the contract negotiations in Toronto, Jessica, the delays. In February 2023, Maria giving birth. Julian Thorne wasn't a developer, he was a predator. Running 5 families, 11 children, $100,000 in debt. And Ilara was the exit strategy. 4 p.m. The sound of a truck outside. Julian was back. Maria's voice. Don't let him know we talked. Record everything. Ilara left the call running, put the phone in her pocket. Julian walked in, saw the iPad, saw the notifications from the angry women blowing up his messages. His face changed. The mask fell. No more British charm, no more warmth, just cold, dead eyes. Do you have any idea what you've done? His voice, flat, empty. You didn't just ruin me, Ilara, you killed us both. He grabbed her passport from her bag, locked the doors, walked to his truck, came back with a gun. We're going for a drive. In Ilara's pocket, the phone. Still recording. Maria, Sarah, Jessica, all listening, all witnesses to what came next. February 11th, 2024, 4:17 p.m. Get in the truck, Julian's voice. No accent now, no charm, just commands. Ilara stood frozen, gun pointed at her chest. I said get in. Her phone in her pocket, recording. The baby mama's listening. She climbed into the passenger seat. Julian got in, locked the doors. Child locks engaged, no escape. 4:23 p.m. The highway. They drove west, then north, away from Kingston, away from people, into darkness. Julian's jaw clenched. Knuckles white on the steering wheel. Oh, you ruined everything, he said. 8 months of work. Gone. Because you couldn't mind your fucking business. Ilara's voice shook. You have 11 children, 5 women. You were stealing my inheritance. Was I? He laughed. Cold. Empty. I was building a future. For us, for everyone. By lying? By surviving. He turned onto a smaller road. Cane fields on both sides, 10 feet tall, blocking visibility. The loan shark doesn't care about my reasons, Julian continued. Friday was the deadline. Today's Thursday. I needed your $400,000 by tomorrow morning. Now I have nothing. And when you have nothing to give men like that, you become the payment. 5:47 p.m. They stopped. A gas station, middle of nowhere. Stay quiet, Julian said, or I'll shoot you right here. He pumped gas. Ilara's hand moved slowly to her pocket. The phone, still connected. She typed without looking. Heading north, main highway, help. Maria's response came immediately. Police called. Tracking your phone, keep him talking. 7:34 p.m. The Manchonil Grove. The sun was setting. Julian pointed out the window. See those trees? Manchonil. Hippomene. Manzanella. Most toxic tree in the Caribbean. Small. Green fruits, like apples. Sap causes chemical burns, blindness. Stand under it in the rain and the water blisters your skin. Beautiful, isn't it? How something so deadly looks so harmless. Alara stared at the trees, memorizing the location, memorizing the fruit. 9:12 p.m. They stopped at a rum shop. Julian bought a bottle, drank. Alara watched him unravel, the con man becoming the desperate man. I didn't want this, he said, voice slurring. I loved you, Alara, I really did. You were supposed to be different. Different how? You were supposed to stay stupid. He drank more. Maria's easy, poor, desperate. Sarah thinks I'm MI6. Jessica's a child, easy to manipulate, but you? He looked at her. Forensic accountant? I knew you'd figure it out eventually, but I thought I'd have the money first. Thought I'd disappear before you connected the dots. Where were you going to go? Anywhere. New name, new country, new marks. That's how this works. February 12th, 2024. 2 a.m. They'd been driving for hours. Julian was drunk, desperate, unraveling. He turned onto a dirt road. Sign North Point. Alara's blood went cold. She knew this place. Tourist attraction, animal flower cave, beautiful views, deadly cliffs. 2:28 a.m., the cliff edge. Julian dragged her out. Wind screaming, Atlantic Ocean crashing below. 40 feet down, jagged coral, black water, rip currents. Bodies that went in here didn't come out. Julian grabbed a tire iron from the truck bed. Distraught tourist, he said. Lovers quarrel, jumped from North Point. Tragic, they'll buy it. Alara backed up. Bare feet on red clay. Edge behind her. Julian in front. No escape. 2:41 a.m. Please, Alara begged. I'll transfer the money right now, all of it. Just let me live. Julian shook his head. Too late. Maria, Sarah, Jessica all know now. The loan shark knows I failed. There's no money that fixes this. Only one way to make this clean. He raised the tire iron. Alara fell to her knees, hands in the dirt. Then she felt them. The fruits, small, round, wet from earlier rain. Manchonil. She grabbed a handful. Pulp, sap, poison. Please, Julian, don't. He stepped closer, sneering. Should have stayed in Seattle. 2:42 a.m. Alara lunged, smashed the toxic pulp directly into his eyes. The reaction was instant. Chemical burns. 4-ball esters in the sap attacking tissue. Julian screamed, dropped the tire iron, clawed at his face. My eyes, I can't see, I can't fucking see. He stumbled, disoriented, blind. 1 step back, 2 steps. His heel found empty air. Gravity took over. He fell 40 feet. The sound of his body hitting water was swallowed by the waves. Alara collapsed, sobbing, in her pocket, the phone. Maria's voice. Alara, are you there? He's gone, Alara whispered. He fell. February 12th, 2024. 4:17 a.m. Police arrived, lights, sirens, radios crackling. Alara sitting 20 feet from the edge, shaking, covered in dirt and sap. An officer wrapped a blanket around her. Miss, can you tell me what happened? She told them everything. February 15th, 2024. Bridgetown Police Headquarters. Alara sat in an interrogation room, 3 days since the cliff. Detective Morrison across from her. Mid-50s. Tired eyes. Julian Thorne's body was recovered this morning, he said. Washed up near Bathsheba. Autopsy confirms drowning. Blunt force trauma from the rocks. Chemical burns on his face, consistent with Manchonil contact. Alara said nothing. The phone recording helped. Morrison continued. All 5 women gave statements. We found the loan shark emails, the fraud evidence, the threats. He closed the folder. Self-defense, no charges. Ilara exhaled. You're free to go, Miss Vance. February the 16th, 2024, Grantley Adams Airport, Ilara's original departure date. She walked through the terminal, same route she'd arrived, 1 week ago, a lifetime ago. Her phone buzzed. Group message. Maria. Thank you for exposing him. My kids deserve better than his lies. Sarah. Flying back to London tomorrow, starting over. Jessica. Had the baby yesterday, girl. Not naming her after him. Ilara typed. I'm sorry for everything you went through. Maria. You didn't do this. He did. February 16th, 2024. 6:47 p.m. Departure gate. Boarding call, Seattle, home, safety. Ilara stood to leave. Her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She opened it. Julian didn't work alone. We want our money. You're the one with the inheritance. We know where you live. Her blood went cold. She looked up. A man, watching from across the terminal, dark suit, dead eyes, phone in hand. He smiled, mouthed, See you in Seattle. The loan shark. The debt hadn't died with Julian. It had transferred. To her. Present day. Ilara Vance changed her name, sold everything, disappeared. The $400,000 inheritance gone, paid to the syndicate to stay alive. Maria, Sarah, Jessica, still raising 11 children. Fatherless now. Broke. Julian Thorne destroyed 6 lives. Maybe more. Here's the question. Was Ilara justified? Self-defense or murder? Should she have let him push her off that cliff? Called the police instead? And the debt? Was it hers to pay? Did she owe the syndicate for killing their debtor? Did she owe the 5 baby mamas for taking their children's father? These are questions with no easy answers. What would you have done at that cliff edge? When it's your life or his? When the man you loved turns out to be a monster? When survival means becoming the thing you fear? Drop your thoughts below. Subscribe for more stories about the monsters hiding behind romance. Share this if you've ever trusted the wrong person. Because this proves one thing. Love can be weaponized. Trust can be fatal. And sometimes the only way to survive is to fight back, even if it costs everything. 6 months later. Ilara Vance doesn't exist anymore. New name, new city, new life. The $400,000 inheritance wired to a Trinidadian account. Blood money paying blood debt. She's alive, broke, looking over her shoulder. The 5 baby mamas, Maria, working 3 jobs, raising 3 kids alone, started a GoFundMe, raised $47,000. Not enough. Sarah, back in London, night shifts at the hospital, day shifts at a cafe. Her kids ask when daddy's coming home. She has no answer. Jessica, had the baby, girl. 7 pounds 3 ounces, beautiful, alone, dropped out of university, lives with her parents, 23 years old, single mother. The other 2, silent, struggling, surviving. 11 children total, fatherless. Julian Thorne's legacy. 6 women destroyed. 11 children abandoned. 1 death, 1 survivor, and a question that won't die. Was she justified? Self-defense or murder? She had seconds to choose, him or her, live or die. She chose violence. Manchineel sap. Chemical weapon, natural poison. Premeditated? No. Survival? Yes. But here's what haunts her. She didn't call the police after the iPad discovery. She started a group call instead. She exposed him to 5 women simultaneously. She cornered him, forced his hand. Did she create the situation that led to his death? Or did he create it the moment he started conning women? Does she owe the syndicate for killing their Mark? Does she owe Maria, Sarah, Jessica for taking their children's father? Even a monster father is still a father. Her mother's death bought her survival. Is that justice? Or just cruel irony? What would you have done? At that cliff edge, wind screaming, ocean roaring, tire iron raised, would you have fought back? Or let the justice system handle a man who'd already escaped consequences for years? Here's what we know. Julian Thorne was a predator. He weaponized intimacy. He commodified love. He built an empire on broken hearts and abandoned children. But Alara Vance became his judge, jury, and executioner. And now she lives with that, every day, every night, wondering if the woman in the mirror is a survivor or a killer. The real question isn't whether she was justified, it's whether you would have done the same. Drop your answer below. Was this self-defense or murder? Does she owe the 5 baby mamas? Share this story. Subscribe for more cases where love becomes a weapon and survival means crossing lines you never thought you'd cross. This story proves one truth. The monsters we fall in love with online are real. The danger is real. The choice between your life and theirs is real. And sometimes there are no right answers, only survivors.